Are you feeling it too? That sense that a massive spiritual shift is happening and maybe you feel a little lost in the chaos? You're not alone. A lot of people are feeling this deep uncertainty, like they're searching for a map in a world that feels more and more unfamiliar. Astrological shifts are pointing to a major reset, a time of profound spiritual reckoning. But what if I told you that the secret to not just surviving, but actually thriving in this new era comes down to 7 simple habits? These aren't complicated rituals. These are 7 life-changing habits that are the key to unlocking your true purpose and finding a deep sense of inner peace, starting right now. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each one. For years, we've been told that growth means doing more, pushing harder, and hustling our way to happiness. But a quiet realization is dawning. Higher energy and true alignment don't come from adding more to our lives, but from removing what overwhelms our systems. The 2026 spiritual reset isn't about becoming someone new overnight. It's a gentle return to yourself. It's about creating space, finding clarity, and building a foundation of peace, one small, consistent action at a time. This shift is happening whether we're ready or not. We're in the middle of powerful planetary movements, like Neptune entering Aries for the first time in over 160 years, creating a Genesis moment, a powerful new beginning that's urging us toward a spiritual awakening. That feeling of being lost is actually a sign that you're outgrowing old patterns and are ready for this transition. So, if you feel like you've been running on empty, just reacting to life instead of truly living it, this message is for you. These 7 habits are your anchor in the storm. They are simple, practical, and people who practice them report life-changing benefits, from less anxiety to a renewed sense of direction. Let's begin. Habit 1. Morning spiritual alignment. First habit is to start your day with God, or your higher self, before you start it with the world. This means before you touch your phone, before the noise of social media, news, and emails floods your mind, you give the first 10 to 15 minutes to yourself. Think of it like tuning an instrument before a performance. Your soul is that instrument, and the day is your song. A few moments of intentional alignment make sure you play your song from a place of harmony, not discord. This practice is designed to help rewire your subconscious. When you first wake up, your brain is in a highly receptive state. By choosing to fill it with peace instead of pressure, you set the trajectory for your entire day. Many people report that this simple habit realigns their heart and dramatically reduces feelings of fear and anxiety. So, what does this look like? It can be incredibly simple. It could be a short prayer of surrender like, God, I give you this day, my thoughts, my words, and my actions. It could be writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or it could be meditating on a single piece of scripture that grounds you, like Romans 12:2, which talks about being transformed by the renewing of your mind. The key isn't how long you do it. It's the devotion behind it. Start your day by connecting to your source and watch how everything else finds its proper place. Habit 2. Daily meditation or constant remembrance. Now that you've set your morning foundation, our second habit carries that peaceful energy throughout the day. This is the practice of daily meditation, or what some spiritual texts call constant prayer. This doesn't mean you need to set aside an hour in your workday to sit in silence. It's about building a moment-to-moment sensitivity to your inner world and to the presence of the divine. So many of us struggle with meditation because our minds wander. We think we're failing if we can't get perfectly still. But that's a total misunderstanding of the practice. The real work is in the gentle return. Every time you notice your mind has drifted and you bring it back to your breath or a simple mantra, you're strengthening that muscle of awareness. You can practice this in short, powerful bursts. Take 1 minute between meetings to close your eyes and focus on your breath. While you're driving, turn off the radio and just be present. The Bible encourages this with the phrase, "Pray without ceasing." 1 Thessalonians chapter 5:17. This can be as simple as an internal, one-sentence conversation with God while you walk, work, or wait in line. This habit keeps your spirit sensitive and your heart connected, preventing the day's chaos from pulling you completely off-center. Habit 3. Intentional silence and introspection. From the habit of constant connection, we move to the radical power of disconnection. Habit number 3 is to consciously build moments of silence and introspection into your life. We live in a world of constant noise, notifications, opinions, and endless stimulation. This mental clutter blocks our ability to hear our own inner voice, the very guidance system we need to navigate this 2026 reset. Silence isn't empty. It's full of clarity. It's where you rebuild self-trust. In fact, wellness trends for 2026 are highlighting practices like micro breaks and digital detoxes as a way to reset the nervous system. The practical steps are simple, but not always easy. Take a phone-free walk, eat one meal without a screen, or just dedicate 5 minutes a day to sitting in a room with no input, no music, no podcast, no TV, just you and your thoughts. At first, this might feel uncomfortable, but as you stick with it, you'll find that in the silence, your mind finally has room to process, and your intuition starts speaking again. This is where you disconnect from the world's static, so you can reconnect with yourself. Habit 4. The practice of radical gratitude and forgiveness. As you create more inner silence, you'll start to notice what's really taking up space in your heart. This brings us to our 4th habit, the dual practice of radical gratitude and active forgiveness. Gratitude is a spiritual discipline that shifts your entire perspective from what you lack to the abundance you already have. It's more than just being polite. It's a practice that rewires your brain to see God's hand more clearly, even in tough times. The scripture says, "Give thanks in all circumstances," 1 Thessalonians 5:18. which is a powerful command to find blessings even in challenges. A simple way to build this habit is to keep a gratitude journal and write down 3 specific things you're thankful for each day. The other side of this coin is forgiveness. Holding on to bitterness, resentment, or old wounds is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. Forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. It frees you. It releases the heavy energy that drains your peace and keeps you stuck in the past. This act of letting go is crucial for moving forward. It could be a private, internal process of consciously releasing someone from the debt you feel they owe you. Love restores what bitterness drains. Habit 5. Taking proactive responsibility. That freedom from bitterness directly empowers our 5th habit. Taking proactive responsibility for your life. So much of our suffering comes from feeling powerless, from being in a constant state of reaction to what happens to us. This habit is all about shifting from a reactive state to a proactive, creative one. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. That is where your power is. Think of life as an ocean. You can't stop the waves from coming, but you can learn how to surf. Your response is your surfboard. Practically, this means learning to pause before you react. When something frustrating happens, take a breath. Ask yourself, what's the most aligned, high-vibration response here? This habit encourages you to detach your ego from the outcome and instead offer your best effort as a form of service. You own your reactions and let go of the rest. This fosters an incredible sense of freedom and inner stability because your peace no longer depends on things outside of your control. Habit 6. Realigning your physical environment. Our inner world and our outer world are deeply connected. A cluttered, chaotic home often mirrors a cluttered, chaotic mind. That's why the 6th habit is to realign your physical environment. Astrological analyses of 2026 point to the influence of Saturn, a planet associated with structure and discipline, making this a powerful time for this practice. Decluttering your space is a profound spiritual practice. As you clear out old objects you no longer need or love, you're symbolically making space in your life for new energy and opportunities to enter. You're telling the universe that you're ready for a fresh start. This doesn't mean you have to become a minimalist overnight. Start small. Clean out one drawer. Clear off one shelf. The goal isn't to create a sterile environment, but to curate a space that feels peaceful, supportive, and inspiring. Treat the act of cleaning and organizing not as a chore, but a moving meditation, an external reflection of the inner clarity you're cultivating. A clear space makes for a clear mind. Habit 7. Redefining personal success. Finally, with a clearer mind and a clearer space, we arrive at our 7th and perhaps most transformative habit. Redefining what success means to you. So much of our anxiety comes from chasing a version of success defined by society. More money, more status, more external validation. This habit is about letting go of that external scorecard and aligning your goals with your own inner truth. The 2026 spiritual reset is pushing us to measure our lives not by what we have, but by how we feel. True success is inner peace. It's a feeling of alignment. It's making decisions that feel true to your soul, regardless of how they look to others. A powerful exercise for this is to sit down and journal on this question. If money and other people's opinions were no object, what would I do? What brings me a genuine sense of peace and fulfillment? Use your answers as a compass. When you start making choices based on your own definition of success, you find that the feeling of being lost fades away, replaced by a quiet confidence that you're on the right path, your path. So there you have it, 7 habits for the 2026 spiritual reset. Morning alignment, daily meditation, intentional silence, gratitude and forgiveness, proactive responsibility, realigning your environment, and redefining success. Remember, this journey isn't about achieving perfection. It's about presence and consistency. Lasting change doesn't happen overnight. It's built through the small, daily choices we make. You're not lost. You're in a powerful transition. These habits are your anchors, your tools to navigate this shift with grace, clarity, and strength. You have the key. The change is possible, and it starts now. I'm curious, which of these 7 habits resonates with you the most right now? Which one will you commit to trying this week? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing your journey is a powerful way to inspire others who are on the same path. If this video brought you some value or clarity, please subscribe for more spiritual insights and share it with someone you know who might be feeling a little lost. You never know whose life you might touch. May you walk forward into this new era with peace, with purpose, and with a deep connection to your own inner light. Blessings to you.